No, 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 we're live. We're live. Test, 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 test. No, 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 we're live. Havoc, speak, please.
Test, test. Check.
Yeah, that's fine. Your mic audio is a bit high though. You might want to like turn it down 1 or 2 notches.
Will do. That means the first part of the conversation was never even heard.
Yeah, it's okay. Right guys, just give us 1 second, then we'll ready up. I don't know, ISRL German, why have you readied up, boy? At everyone, main event.
And
Joiners.
how about now? How about now?
Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's just wait and see if everyone's okay with it. I'll keep an eye on the stream. You ready?
I am if you are.
Let's do this.
Robot, will you update the cards?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, you don't have to.
Okay. So remember, Isaac can win if he finishes 4th or 5th with fastest.
Right.
Let's do this. Just wait for the loading screen to go. Let's make sure the stream's alive. It is good. Gluten Morgen, Jan. Gluten Morgen. We've got Carty, Shorty, Show, and Jan with us today. Fifi is there as well, saying we sound so enthusiastic. Learn how to spell Fifi before you insult us. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
I don't know. You said it.
He said, "Bruh." Right, here we go. Right guys, welcome back. We are here for round 9 in OFR Division 1 Season 2. We're racing here in Brazil today for the second to last race of the season. You got Dr. Robot and Havoc here today. How you doing, Havoc?
Really good, Robot. Super excited. Interlagos today, one of the more favorited tracks in the league. I don't know. It's one of my favorites, definitely.
Yeah, the only track where we could possibly see rain, and Max has just let us know that it's going to be a dry session. That's dry quali and a dry race. It looks like D2 is going to get the short straw probably in about 2 hours' time.
Sounds about right. So 15 turns, Robot. Very interesting track. A lot of camber, a lot of elevation change. One of those tracks where you've got to be on the ball all around or you're going to go off.
You are. This track is like you said, a really fun track. It's a very technical track too. There's lots of corners, like you say, where you can go off, where you can spin. A lot of corners where you need to avoid the curbs at all cost. In the middle sector, you can completely turn your ERS off and fuel down because it is so hard to overtake and take there, and it's quite tricky to follow as well through these really tight corners. Sector 3, you've got really long left-handers where you can almost use up all your ERS if you forget to leave it in overtake and forget to turn it off, sorry. And then turns 1 and 2, expect to see lots of moves there, lots of dive bombs, lots of spins, because that is where the brave drivers tend to get a bit too brave and get a bit late on the brakes and cause massive collisions. We've seen lots of drivers in real life do it there as well. So, where do you think is going to be the overtake corner today? Where's it going to be?
It's going to be in the DRS parts. Definitely the dive bombs robot. I agree with you. It's going to be at the end of the straights. Maybe not so much turn 1. Turn 1 gets a little tight when you come out on the exit. Maybe on the backstretch. The backstretch is going to be where it's going to happen at turn 4, robot. The Cita del Lago, that's the turn that we're going to have to keep an eye out for. It's definitely going to be one of the more exciting parts of the stream today.
Definitely is. So we've got a few people starting their hot laps right now. We've got Anders and we've got Carter as well on a hot lap. But I'm going to ride on board with Anders for now. He's just come round turn 3. He's going to open up the DRS now. He's opened it up and he is on his way now into turn 4. Brake at about 65 meters if you can, but 75 is also okay. It's quite an off-camber turn, so you need to be careful and avoid that inside curve there at turn 5 at all costs, because as we've seen throughout practice, if you touch that, you will spin and you are most likely to lose a wheel. Going through these really slow right-handers at turn 6 and 7 there, he's invalidated his lap. He's gone a little bit too wide there and he's gone red. So we'll jump back up to Carter right now and see how he's getting on. He hasn't invalidated his lap. He's just going through turn 10 right now, coming down the on-camber turn 11, left-hander, starting to go uphill, brake at about 60 meters. Again, he brakes at about 65. He's gone purple in the middle sector, but he is the first one to do it, so it will be purple for now. And you can see he switches ERS back down to overtake to get as much speed as possible through gears 6, 7, and 8 here. Stick to the inside of the track to reduce the track distance, and he crosses the line with a 1:08.6. Now, what do you reckon the pole time's going to be here?
That's probably what you're going to see, robot. It's 1:08. It's going to be somewhere around P6, P7. We're going to start seeing the times drop to about 1:09, the starts, and then go all the way down. I don't think we'll see any drivers go beyond 1:09, so we should see a mix of 1:08s and 1:09s as far as the whole field.
Fair enough, fair enough. We've got Pitch Black in the chat as well. Pitch, why aren't you racing today? He's rooting for his teammate, but it would be nice to see you on track sometime, boy. But yeah, Carter's currently set the fastest. He's a 10th quicker than Liv right now. Also want to point out, today could be the championship decider. Izat is currently leading the Division 1 championship with 140 points in first place, with Shorty following in second place for Alpha with 99 points. Now, if Izat can finish 4th or 5th with the fastest lap, he is going to secure his second world championship here in OFR. His first was when we were once upon a time called F1 International Racing. That was in Season 2. OFR Season 1 winner was AJ, who hasn't joined us this season, unfortunately. But Izak could get his second title here today. Do you think he's going to do it?
And believe he knows what's going on, robot. He knows exactly what he needs to take the championship today. Very smart driver. That's one of those guys. He's looking at the stats. He knows what he's got to do, and he's going to get it done. It's not one of those things where he just comes into the track every weekend and he just comes and races. He's looking at the stats. He's checking to see where he's at, and he knows for sure. You better believe he knows.
I think you're right. It's very rare for us to see Izat ever making a mistake. He's one of these drivers that doesn't practice with us. He just practices on his own. He shows up on race day and he delivers. I am just going to quickly check his driver card just to look at his overall season stats. Let's just see if we can get that up quickly. Izat this season, give me a second, card 11 at Izat. Here we go. So he's raced all 8 races. He's got 140 points, as we said. His average quali finish is 3.1, so he's always on the podium most of the time. And his average race finish position is a little bit higher with 2.75, so he can turn those quali results into very good race finishes. He's got a worst finish of 7th place. His best race finish is obviously first. He's had 6 podiums, 2 race wins, and 2 pole positions also. He's had 3 fastest laps out of the 8 races so far. I would have expected a little bit more from him, but we know some people have been switching to softs towards the end of the race just to get that fastest lap point. But that is a pretty solid driver card right there, wouldn't you say?
It's a solid card. I mean, the card just tells the tale of how much of a veteran driver Izat is, and he is that. He is a veteran driver coming into the day as we go into the end of the season here. But what about the surprises, Robot? Carter, definitely one of those surprises. Stinson, huge shocker to see Stinson down in P4 in the standings.
Yeah.
He was one of our picks at the beginning of the season. Definitely we're looking to see him more up there in the standings. But him, Carter, definitely a shocker. Some of the new D3 guys that have come in to play in D1, Liv and Anders, two great drivers that have come in their rookie season. They're doing an amazing job.
They are. I think Stinson, I think he's been playing with the racing line his pretty much whole F1 2019 career, and I think the jump to no racing line may have caught him off guard, but he's still fast, he still puts in consecutive fastest laps, he's still getting really good race finishes. He had a big mistake in Mexico, remember when Carter was chasing him and he spun out at turn 4, I think it was, and he lost him race win there. So to that race win, I think he would have been in 3rd place actually. But let's just quickly talk about Shorty, the person, the only one who can currently stop Izat. He's on 99 points, he's had 2 podiums, 1 race win. His best quali was a 3rd, and his best race finish was of course a 1st. His worst finish is only 8, so he's only 1 behind Izat there. But you can tell by his average quali and race finish that he's a little bit off pace from Izat, because his average quali finish is nearly 6. It's 5.8, and his average race finish, although better than his quali finish with 4.38, it's still about 2 clips off Izat there. And that's
and he's just a little off, Robot. He's not. I mean, as we see Santu go sideways here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a little bit off the pace, but each week he is climbing and climbing and climbing and getting better and better and better.
He is. So him and his teammate Scotty, both in the Alphas, have been engaged in a huge battle with Ferrari throughout this entire season. That's Lika and Vilsek, both of those very similarly paced, but it just seems like Ferrari's just out of luck this season, and that has allowed Alpha to pull away. And I think they're only 9 points behind in the Constructors' Championship too. So that championship is still to play for, whether or not Izat finishes 5th with the fastest lap or above today. But we're going to jump back to the driver's standings right now. It's still Carter in 1st place with a 108.6. 1/10 down the road is Liv with a 108.7. And then Stinson also on the soft tyres, same as the top 3 with a 108.8 as well. Santi in 4th currently with a 109.1. Izat and Shorty, the only ones to start on the medium tyre. Now remember, these two are both fighting for the championship, and it looks like they're both on a similar strategy at the moment. Izat setting a whopping 109.2 on the medium tyres. That is a very good time, whereas Shorty is just 5/10 down the road with a 109.6. Everyone else putting their times in on the softs. Let's talk strategy, Havlik. What's it looking like this race?
That's a little weird that you say Izat has started on the medium or put a time in on the mediums. I wouldn't think that would be the way to go. The undercut is tremendous around Brazil. Just a huge undercut here, if you can get it right. But as far as the tire strategy goes, we're looking at the softs going at about 14 laps, 13, somewhere around there, and then running the rest of the race on the mediums. It can be done. It can be done on a one-stop. We'll have to see if any of the guys are wanting to flip-flop it, as it looks like Izat's doing. I don't know if he's just messing about or putting in, just a warm-up lap in. He would not be able to come back out on another set of softs because he would crush that time. But that's going to be the tire strategy, and we're going to have to watch for the undercut, Robot. The undercut, definitely a powerful strategy here in Brazil.
Definitely, absolutely, and it's just a question of whether you want to finish on the soft tire, on the fast tire, or start on the fast tire. The game does tell you that this is a soft hard is the optimal strategy. Although we've seen in the special events that we've had throughout the week, we've seen in lots of practice sessions throughout the week that a soft medium seems to be a lot quicker. Chances of a safety car are pretty high here. We've seen that again throughout practice and the special events that take place throughout the week. All it takes is one spin on track, and that safety car will come out, particularly in sectors 1 and sector 2, not so much in sector 3. But if that safety car comes out, we could be looking at a 2-stop strategy here. It could be a soft medium.
Definitely. As Stinson puts in a faster lap, he goes 108.2. Very fast lap from Stinson there. An amazing lap. Carter's going to have to show up if he wants to keep the P1 slot.
Yep, he is currently on a hot lap right now. Let's just stay with him and see how he does for now. He's just coming up to turn 10, coming around this again, another banked corner there, going around turn 11 now. You can do this full throttle. Vilsack still hasn't figured out how to do that full throttle, but you can do it. He brakes at about 65 meters there, turns in, he switches ERS to hot lap, and he's squirting that throttle all the way through these fast left-handers now. He's done 13, this is 14, and this slight left-hander here is going to be 15. Is he coming into pits? No, he's staying out. He's trying to just reduce the track distance, cutting that corner slightly there, and he's gone faster. He's set a one. Oh, by 1,000th of a second!
By 1,000!
Oh my goodness! A 108.247 versus a 108.248 from Stinson. My goodness!
Almost as if he planned it, Robot.
I know. What a whopping lap from Carter there. Bravo. It's going to be close. This is going to be close. Now, we know from practice sessions that the track does get about 1 degree hotter when it gets to the last 5 minutes of this session, and with that extra grip on the fresher tyres and the warmer track surface, you can get a lot faster times. So we could see them drop into the 108.1 here. I doubt they're going to break the 108.
I seriously doubt it. And then the other thing, Robot, is definitely traffic. Traffic is a huge part of Interlagos. I mean, you can wait for that last 5 minutes, but you have to time it just right as we see Atomic coming around on a fast lap. But, I mean, the traffic definitely plays a part here, and you have to be able to have a clean lap all the way through if you want to get into the 108s.
Izat's retired from the session, and Shorty's saying session no longer exists. Shorty...
Here comes Leica.
Yeah, let me just say, Shorty, if you're watching, you need to get in contact with your teammate and ask him to invite you back to the session. I'm going to jump to Leica now, who's on a hot lap. Do you want to commentate it?
Yeah, here he comes, Robot. He's going to come down the backstretch. Here he comes down in the 4. He goes up in the overtake. He's on the medium tires, Robot. We'll have to see how he gets down. He goes down in the 4th gear. He's going to hit the apex and come out immediately on the throttle. And then here he comes through the S's. He's got to get this right if he wants a fast time. Shifts down. He goes an extra gear down as he comes through the first S. And then comes down into 2. He's going to go down into 1, come back up to 2, go around Spoon, and he should just let off the throttle here. No brake needed. Just let off the throttle, let the car rotate, and he goes off!
He's gone off.
No, bad luck. The Ferrari bad luck continues, Robot.
Indeed. I'm not sure if did he just touch the grass as he was coming around to turn 10 there? Is that what caught his rear out?
I don't think he was wide. I think it was just a little bit of a throttle response. Maybe a little bit too much throttle as he came across, but just the horrible luck that Ferrari is having this season, Robot. You gotta think that it's gotta turn around at some point, and it's gotta get better for the guys. I mean, Vilsack is down in P12 with a 109.5. Leica is in P8 with a 109.3. That's on the mediums. I'm not sure. No, that was on the softs. He was trying to put a lap in on the mediums, maybe throw the strategy around a little bit. But it's got to turn around for the guys soon. I mean, we've got one more race to go. And you've got to think that going into the next season with F1 2020, the guys want to make a turnaround and at least make the good showing at Abu Dhabi to go into 2020 with high hopes, a good attitude, and just make the best out of the season, really.
Yeah. They do. So I just want to say quickly, Gernman's gone in 4th place currently with a 108.7. And I also just want to say as well, Atomic, for the first time in about 7 races, is back racing in D1. He had a big break because his wheel stopped working, and he's just got a brand new T300, I think it is, T300 RS, that he's going to be using, and he seems to have gotten to grips with it quite quickly already. He's currently on a 109.2. We know he can go faster than that. Expect to see him break the 109 and get into those 108s as well. He has done it this week. He has done it today, in fact, in a practice session not too dissimilar to this one right now. I'm going to jump down to the Mercedes. Is that Maximus? I think he's out on track right now. It is Maximus. He's just going through turn 3 right now. He is on a hot... Oh, no, he's turned his ERS all the way down. Maybe he's made a mistake. Maybe he's coming in.
He's invalidated. I believe he's invalidated turn 1, okay. Robot.
It's not showing up.
Now, he's got a new teammate, I believe. I think... I'm not sure if I'm right here, but I think YBN has slid into Matt's old seat and is going to be Maximus' new teammate for the remainder of the season as he comes into D1. A very fast D2 driver. Steven was one of those guys. He was always on the top. He has tremendous pace. We'll have to see how he gets on with D1 and if he can take the racing line not being on and put in some good times here. As he's not doing too bad. It's a 109.2. Definitely what you want when you come into a new division, especially a higher division, but we'll have to see how the two get along. I mean,
Yeah.
as your teammate, I mean, that's just, you got to have a good teammate. Some of the guys don't even talk to their teammates in this league, but the ones that do usually come out on top.
Yep, I think you're right there. Stinson, we just got word from Stinson's pit box over at Red Bull. He invalidated on a 177, so he could have broke the 108s if he hadn't cut turn 2, I think it was. You can gain
coming
around
out.
the 10th. He's coming out, and Lika
He's
is
coming
out
right
again.
back out. Yeah, Stinson's trying to beat the clock here.
Let's see if he can
And
make
he's I think he's gonna make it. He should make it with ease and still not have to push the car too badly.
Right,
But if
so,
he's doing a 1077, we're getting into esport times.
I know, that was a very good time. Very good time. Right, so Lika's just coming round turn 13, now hitting 14. He's about to start his final hot lap that he can do. He's currently on a 109.3. He can go faster. He can break those 109s. Let's see if he can do it here. Coming into turn 1, you want to break just after the 50-meter board, which he does. He keeps it tucked in as possible. Drops it down to second 2. Early upshifts into 4th gear there. Hits the apex at turn 2. Now he's going around turn 3. He's set his ERS to overtake, and he is pulling away now. Up into 8th gear already. He does have a car in front of him. Hopefully it's a bit further ahead that he won't disrupt his downforce. He powers through turn 4, early upshift into 5th, and he's doing okay through the adverse camber of turn 5 there, coming uphill into turn 6. Anders is pretty close in front of him. Let's hope he doesn't block Leaky here, but I think Anders might be on a hot lap as well. Here comes Anders.
Oh,
He moves out of the way.
he's invalidated!
Oh, no, it's still... So, Leaker's still showing green on my lap. He's turned it all the way down. Let's see if he's still going for it. I think he is. No, he's not. He's lifted.
No.
This session's
No,
glitched.
he's lifted. Anders didn't get out of the way soon enough.
Oh, and we've got YBN Stevens spinning there at turn 10.
We've got Anders and Leica going into each other.
Yeah, there's a very big glitch in this session. I think we're going to have to save these quali results and start a new session here, because lots of people are jumping around. People are noticing
Anders is going to start his hot lap at the same time as Leica. He's jumped. Yeah, I think you're right, Robot.
Yeah,
I think it's going to
really
have to.
glitchy.
Yeah, and he's already invalidated. And Leica's trying to put a time in. Yeah, he just jumped in front of Leica there. Just
It's super glitchy right now. I'm just going to see if we can find a new host, because Anders is they're inside of each other right now as well. I'm surprised Anders is able to follow so closely. Let's just see if they do improve. We have got the checkered flags. They won't be able to set another lap after this.
well, he's invalidated. Is why I don't see why. I don't know why he's trying to get close if he's invalidated.
We've got Stinson coming
And
right
all
now.
this does is mess Leica up.
Let's see if he can go faster. No, we can't. Stinson cannot go faster. Let's jump to Lika now and see if Lika can go any faster. I bet he can. Yes, he can. Only 7th, though, a 109.2. I really thought he would have got faster than that. But that's everyone. So let's see if we can find a better host. I just want to save these results to make sure we get it correctly. Yeah, Anders is Anders AI driving at the minute. Is jumping all over the place. This is bad. Bad.
Yeah, the session did end, so I don't know if it took control of his car or not. I mean...
And everyone's got the checker. There we go. I was going to say why it's taking so long to switch. Right, guys, we are going to start a new session. We'll keep the stream going, but just bear with us for a few minutes while we sort this out. Just get a shot of this. Havoc, when you join, will you send me an invite, please? No, no. Thanks. Remember the stream's live. Just sending the invites again. And I'll send them one more time for good luck. Yeah, we've got 15. I think Anders isn't going to race because his connection doesn't seem to be stable enough. That's what he's saying in this session, in the Discord server anyway.
Lyco wants to do a new quali.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have time for that. Just gonna wait and see if he set up the grid okay. Atomic Havoc.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. I'm just gonna post you this thing in the commentator discussion. I'm just gonna read out what Bounty set it to, and you just tell me if it's okay. So he's got Carter, Stinson. Can you see the picture?
Yep.
Okay, is it Carter, Stinson, Gernman, Liv, Santu, Atomic, Lika, YBN, Izat, Tommy, Vilsec, Shorty, Maximus, Scotty, Bounty?
Yes.
Perfect. Alright, let's give the ready up order then, we're ready to go. Let's do this. Right, really sorry for that delay there, guys. Seems someone's, maybe it was Stinson's server, who knows. Stinson's connection, sorry. Seems that it was bad, but we should have a better race, and it will all be worth it, I promise you. Rubs has joined us as well. Good to see you here, Rubs. And I think, yeah, we've got quite a few people watching the stream as well. So again, really, really sorry for the delay here, but we do want to make sure we can give you the best possible show. So we have just restarted the lobby. But we are readying up now. Are you set to spectate mode?
I am.
Right, so let's do this. So I'm just going to quickly go over the qualifying results as we're waiting to load up in the session. It was Carter in first place with a 108.247, and then just 1,000th behind him in second place in the Red Bull was young Stinson with a 108.248. Then from third down to fifth, it was Gernman, Liv, and Santu with a 108.5, a 108.6, and a 108.69. Then from Atomic all the way down to Bounty, that's 6th to 16th, it was Atomic, Lika, YBN, Izat, Tommy, Anders, Vilsec, Shorty, Maximus, Scotty, and Bounty. Only 3 drivers set their times on the mediums. That was Izat, it was Shorty, and it was Scotty. Both Alphas going for the medium tyre. They're interesting, but both Shorty and Scotty will be outside the top 10, so they may be able to start on whatever tyres they want to, and that could be the soft tyre. We'll have to wait and see. Everyone apart from Scotty and Bounty finished above 110. It was 109 all the way down to 5th place, which was a 108.6, and down to first place it was a 108.2, so it's a pretty close grid. Now, Havoc, what are your chances of a safety car here, and when do you think the first one's going to come out? Virtual or real?
Excellent chances at a safety car. Definitely looking at a lap 1 safety car with Stinson and Carter starting on the front row.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the surprise is Scotty and Super Bounty at a 111, way off the pace, about 2 seconds off the pace. I don't know exactly what's going on with Alpha down there, as Shorty is down there too. Shorty's down there in P13, but he's a little bit closer on the pace. But the safety car is definitely going to happen. We're going to have to see that Stinson and Carter definitely have bad blood. Hopefully they can get through all right, but if it does happen, it's going to happen on lap 1.
Yeah.
Any other mistake is just going to happen.
Yeah, and one thing that apparently, allegedly keeps happening is that Stinson is playing mind games. Now, I say allegedly, and I really mean that. He's allegedly playing mind games with Carter, slowing down the back of the pack, or the rest of the field, actually, when they are on a formation lap, which will cause Carter's tyres to cool down when he gets back to the grid.
And he will do it. He's going to do it. I mean, just wait and see.
We'll have to wait
that
and
P2
see.
slot is definitely the place where he wants to be if he wants to play those mind games.
Yep, all Stinson has to do is stay within 10 car lengths, but it's super hard to enforce. He will only get a warning from the in-game stewards here, and it will just tell him to speed up a bit, or it will take control of his car, but by that time, it might be just a little too late. Now, we know Carter's won the last few races. Stinson, let's just quickly have a look at Stinson's driver card, actually.
He did so well in Mexico, Robot. As you're looking that up, I'm just going to say, Stinson had the race won. He had the pace, he had the tires, he had the strategy, and just an unfortunate spin as they went into turn 1, I believe it was, and just lost it. It may have been turn 3, but just lost it. Carter driving right by, and I mean, he probably could have just threw his hand out and waved as he went by to say, hey, mate, thanks for the race win. We'll see you next week.
It was heartbreaking. It really was. You could even hear the emotion just drop from our voices.
Yeah.
That's how emotional it was.
It was bad.
But just jumping back to Stinson's driver card, he is number 33. He's had 2 race wins this season, and he's had 4 podiums. He's on 81 points. He's had 3 DNFs, and that's where he struggled the most. If we assume that he would have got like at least 3rd place or something, he would be 45 points up at the moment, and he'd be battling Izat at for first place currently. But he has had those unfortunate DNFs, one in Hungary, one in Mexico, and another I can't remember where at the moment. But his average quali finish is only 5.8. Now, bearing in mind Stinson is one of the fastest race lap drivers we have. It's because he always starts on the harder compound. He's trying to go longer in the first stint. His average race finish position, however, unlike the other top two, is actually worse than his average quali position, and that is because of those DNFs. His average race finish position is 7, and he's only got one fastest lap, and that's again because he likes to switch up the tyre strategy a little bit here. But it's still not a terrible driver card. He's in 4th place, as we know, with 81 points, and I imagine next season on F1 2020 he's going to be back up there fighting for the championship in every single race.
I think it's going to be a fresh start for everyone, Robot. I mean, we're definitely going to be used to the telemetry and how the cars react and getting used to everyone, but I think it's going to be a restart for everyone, and everyone's going to have to get used to it. It's going to basically be back to square one, other than the driving line and everything, and we know the track, so I think it's just going to be a learning process for everyone as they start. Now, speaking of harder compound, who qualified P9, is going to have to start on the mediums. We did do a restart on the session, but he is top 10, so he is going to have to stay on the mediums. He's the first top 10 driver. He's the only top 10 driver, as a matter of fact, starting on the harder compound. So we should be seeing him go, I don't know, somewhere around 21, 22 laps on the mediums, which, if he can hold the pace, is going to put him way out in front of the other guys as they come through the line and they come around the front stretch.
Yeah, I think it could. I really think it could. So, we're lining up on the grid now. One thing I want to point out that I noticed
is last, so...
Oh, because... Wait, why is Vilsek last? I thought...
I'm not sure. The grid was right on the start.
Did he miss... I think he might have missed qualifying or something. Okay, here we go. Right, we are readying up now. We've got the yellow flag in the back of the grid. Carter's tyres are 105 on the rear and 90 on the front. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are away for the 9th race in the F1 OFR Season 1, Division 1, Season 2, sorry. Now, it looks like Stinson actually got a pretty good start there. He's gone down the inside into turn 1. Carter's going to have the outside.
We're about turn 1 already around.
Oh, that's a Ferrari. It's Vilsek. Vilsek has spun. He's backwards. And up in front, Carter is still ahead. We've got a bit more drama. We've got another car. Well. It's Maximus there. Oh, no. He's getting stuck in neutral there. Maybe his gearbox is slightly off. We've got a lot of carbon fiber on the road, and Leaker's been disqualified.
No, it was Leica.
It's Leica.
It was Leica.
Oh,
it wasn't
disqualified. It was Leaker. Scotty's picked up a 5-second penalty. Oh, he's out again. That is so unfortunate.
Now, I want to say Leica's doing this because of the lobby. A lot has happened in the first turn of the race.
Still no safety car though. Still no safety car. I'm surprised there wouldn't be one there. Carter is still out in front. We've got Tommy moving up 3 places. Bounty moving up 5 places there. And Scotty as well jumping up 3. Now we've got a bit of a battle going on between Liv, I think, and Santu. No, Santu's a little bit further down the road. I will just jump on board with Stinson right now because he has got a huge toe as he's coming down this final straight here on the main straight. Carter's chosen the inside line. It's Stinson going around the outside. He's now broken him. Can he stick to the inside as he goes through turn 2? He can. Stinson is up in first place. And he's pushed Carter a little bit wide there, but Carter's fighting back. He's fighting back through corner 3 now. A little bit of contact between them. Carter's in the wall. Carter, has he lost front wing?
He's out. He's out. The
Carter's retired. Oh, he's out. He's out of the race. And it's Gurman leading right now with Stinson in 2nd place. I was confused because I saw a Toro Rosso out in front. I thought that was Carter, but it's actually his teammate Gurman. Carter is out of the race, and we got a safety car. Finally, lap 2. You almost called it. Lap 2 safety car. Oh my goodness, what on earth happened in the first 2 laps of this race? We've got a Ferrari
going on?
Getting disqualified. We've got the fastest guy on the track, or he was the fastest guy on the track until he DNF, Carter, losing a front wheel, coming into contact with Stinson. He was trying to squeeze Stinson off the track.
I couldn't see it, Robot. Was it a squeeze? I mean, was it Stinson?
So,
was it...
As they were coming out of turn 3, Carter had the left-hand side of the track. It is a left-hander. Stinson was on the right-hand side. Stinson didn't want to put any of his car on the curb because that would have affected his pull out of that corner, so he stayed against the white line on the track. And I think Carter was trying to squeeze him as they came out of turn 3. That led to Carter's rear tyre coming into contact with Stinson's front left. Pit manoeuvre, spun Carter into the wall, and he lost a wheel.
Said no. Stinson said he's not backing out.
Now Stinson is into the pits right now, and I believe he's going to have a front wing change. He is, because of the damage with Carter. He's gone onto the mediums, I think it is. It looks like the medium tyre, and his front wing is on, and he's going to pull away now. So let's just quickly change to the tyres, just to see if it is. I can't see it. Yes, Stinson's come out on fresh medium tyres.
As well, Robot. Ezek's got a wing change.
Interesting. Now
and
remember,
Ezek's going to change to the softs. He's going to go from the mediums to the softs on lap 3.
That's a 2-stopper for Izak, and let's remember, Izak needs to finish 5th with the fastest lap or 4th otherwise to secure this championship, and he is now in dead last. He's in 13th place.
What some catching up to do here, Robot, for Izak. Horrible stuff. I mean, what is going on down... I'm not sure what happened at Ferrari. I know there's a glitch driver somewhere, or a laggy driver somewhere. I don't know if it was Liv. I don't know who it was. It was definitely a Haas driver, but... what horrible bad luck. I thought it was Vilsack because his name did go light on the standings.
I
and then it just suddenly flip-flopped, and it was Leica.
Yeah, super unfortunate, man. So horrible to see Ferrari in so much pain. Carter's left the session now. We've got people in the chat saying that was Carter's fault. He's saying there's going to be some angry DMs. VR saying both of them ran wide. Stinson just didn't want to move, and he was entitled to the right side of the track because he was being squeezed, I believe.
And he is. He's entitled to that line. He's just, I mean, Carter cannot pinch. I mean, you can only pinch so much, and once you're there, I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can only pinch a driver so far before you're going to run into him, and it's all on you. I mean, that's your decision, and if you want to drive that way, then you've got to expect the consequences that come with it.
You do. Now, we've still got one of the drivers slightly jumping around. I think there might be something up with the service currently because it looks...
yeah, and the starting grid was totally... I don't know. So, I didn't get a snapshot of the beginning of the grid, but I know at least 2 drivers were in the wrong position.
2 drivers? I remember Vilsack, but I think it's because Vilsack...
one.
So I think it's because Vilsack left and then joined back. If that happens, it will put him in last place.
Okay.
So I think that's what's going on there. But, wow. Safety car, still no notification that safety car's coming in. We will find out in just 4 corners' time. It's Liv that's looking a little bit glitchy, so let me just jump to someone else and see if it's okay. We've got Santu currently in 3rd place. Bravo, Santi, doing a hell of a job keeping your cool, staying out of trouble there, and getting into a podium spot. You do have 32 laps to go, though, so let's see if you can keep it there. We've still got... we've got Carter's joined the chat. Carter said that Stinson's going to get so many penalty points. Interesting. Let's keep the chat clean, guys. Fifi, you are the moderator. Let's not forget that. But yeah, hopefully they can keep it clean. Right.
So apparently Ferrari is saying that Vilsack did not leave. I'm not sure what is going on. I don't know if we're going to get a restart.
I don't think we'll be able to get a restart now, otherwise D2 is going to start later. We did get a picture of the grid editor whilst it was when it was done, and it was in the correct position. So not entirely sure. Let's just hope we can get through the end of this race without any more glitches. As Santi, oh, so Gernman spun! Gernman spun under the safety car. Santi's moved up to 2nd place, and we are going. The safety car is in. Santi's now challenging Liv for 1st position. Santi's got the inside line, Liv's jumping a bit. Oh, let's hope Liv's connection doesn't affect Santu too much. This is a really bad lobby. I'm really sorry about this, guys, but we will avoid the glitchy drivers for now. Santu's up to 2nd place. YBN Steven, D2 driver who's won the D2 championship, is currently in 3rd place for Mercedes, teammate of Max right now. Good job there, YBN Steven. And in 4th place, nice to see Bounty and the McLaren back up in the top 5. Hell of a race so far. He's done 4 laps on those mediums, and if he can keep it clean, he could be looking at a top 5 here. But right behind him is Scotty in the Alpha, and we've got Shorty in 6th place as he goes wide, and Max overtakes him to get 6th place. Shorty, remember, he needs to get as high up of a position as possible in order to stop Izak running away from this championship, and it looks like the pressure is getting to him at the moment. He needs to keep his cool. He's making a few little mistakes, and he needs to keep it clean.
Izat is coming through. I don't know if Tommy's trying to hold Stinson up or hold the whole rest of the pack up, but he is off the pace. Stinson trying to get by desperately trying to get by Tommy, and he can't do it. Here comes Izat. Izat's going to make the pass on Atomic, and now he's got Stinson all to fight for as they come down the front stretch. I don't know what's going on, Robot, but Tommy's off the pace.
He is, and Stinson is now looking down the inside. He's slightly ahead as they are coming up to turn 1. They've just finished turn 15 there. Can he outbrake him? It looks like he has the racing line. It looks like he has broke a little bit later, and he has got him. Tommy is now down to 8th place. Oh no! It looks like Tommy's got him back. Stinson is back in 9th place.
Yeah, Tommy's got him back.
Wow, now let's hope they can keep it clean this time. Tommy's chosen the inside. Stinson has got the outside as they are coming into turn 4 now. Who's going to outbrake who? So all their banged wheels, they've pushed each other wide slightly, but Stinson is currently ahead and Tommy's fighting back again. Izat is going to wait for these guys to make a mistake, and he is going to pounce and claim that 8th place. Stinson is now ahead, however, and Tommy is fully behind him now. I don't think now is the place to get that position back. He's going to have to wait. As Stinson
he's touched. He's touched.
Yeah, I saw that. Stinson nearly lost the rear, but he has saved it for now. We've got 2 Force Indias, or Racing Points, sorry, battling Stinson right now, and Izat is looking impatient. He's looking very, very impatient.
He wants to go, Robot. He wants to go so hard. Tommy's going to have to let him by here. We'll have to see if Team Orders come into play, but Izat wants to go. He's made up 4 spots since the restart. He's wanting to go. He's going to make it happen on the front stretch, I think. Tommy, we're going to see Tommy back off because Izat has to get back up to Stinson before the DRS train starts. He's got to get up there or he's going to lose too much time and he's going to lose the DRS.
He is. Now, Stinson's up into 7th. Tommy's now behind Izat, and Stinson is now hunting down Shorty. He's 1.5 seconds down the road. I'm going to jump up to Scotty because he's about to make a move around the outside into turn 4. Can he outbrake Super Bounty? No, he cannot. He's still behind currently as they're going through turn 5 right now. He's looking like he wants to make another move as they're going up to turn 6, but he's broke a little bit early, and that's going to push him back into Shorty right now. Again, Shorty needs to get ahead of Scotty. He needs to have the biggest distance between himself and Izat if he wants to disrupt Izat's chances here. But I don't think he's going to be able to, because all Izat needs is 4th place, and he's getting it currently. He is fighting back. He is one of the fastest on track right now. He can do this. Now they're coming round the long left-hander at turn 11. They're coming up to turn 12 now. Scotty is definitely going to make a move on Super Bounty. Let's see if he can stay within his toe. He can. Is he going to get DRS? It is activated. He's going to get it in about 20 meters time. His DRS opens. Now let's watch how powerful that is. He's gaining. He's got a 12-mile-an-hour speed advantage. Super Bounty's chosen the inside line. Scotty's gone around the outside. He currently has the position change done, but can he get the inside line into turn 2? It looks like he can, but Bounty's outbroken. Oh, no! Scotty has spun! Oh, Scotty's spun. He's taken out one of the boards there, and he's going to drop all the way back down. That is going to bunch Shorty back up to 5th place, and Bounty is now in 4th.
Fight for P6 here, Robot. Here comes Izat, Shorty, and Stinson,
got him.
And Izat's going to go around.
Both of them have got him. What happened to Shorty there? Oh, Shorty's getting squeezed off the track here. This is all kicking off right now. Wow, wow, wow. Now let's see. It looks like Shorty's dropping back a bit. He's lost 2/10 just in this middle sector, whilst the other 3 ahead of him are keeping very close. I'm not sure if this is just nerves or whether he got damage. Can you check if he's got damage?
He doesn't have damage. I know he doesn't have damage, Robot. I think he's just trying to reset a little bit and try to gain his confidence back and then rebuild and fight again.
Once again,
he knows these guys are going nuts, so it's about time to calm down. The guys have got to calm down. I know they're trying to gain positions here, and Izat is on a rail. Izat knows, I told you earlier in qualifying, he knows where he has to be at, and he's trying to get there.
Now, Izat's Super Bounty has been jumped by Izat. Oh no! Izat spun! Shorty's bunched back up. Liv's left the session because of his connection. That's going to give Santi 1st place, and Shorty is back up to 6th place right now. Izat all the way down in 10th place. Brazil has given us yet another spectacle. This is absolutely fantastic. Shorty's now looking down the inside of Super Bounty, but he can't outbreak him, unfortunately. Bounty's gone wide, and Shorty's got the inside line now. Can he keep it clean? Yes, he can. Shorty is ahead, but Super Bounty's going to have the inside into turn 6. He's ahead, and going into turn 7, he is still ahead. He's going to keep that position for now. It's going to get challenged again. But right now, we have Santu Rekka, otherwise known as Pingu, in 1st place currently, 1.8 seconds ahead of YBN Steven. Could this be Santu's first win? I'm rooting for you, Santi. We are rooting for you here. Good job. Keep up that pace. I'm going to jump a bit further down, though, because this battle between Shorty and Super Bounty is still going on right now. He's really close behind.
I'm trying to see if Izat's got any damage, Robot. I don't think he does, but he knows running in that pack right now is so dangerous. If he keeps going the way he does, the guys are just gonna beat and bang the whole race, and that looks like what it's gonna be. Is we got a yellow flag in sector 3.
It's the Mercedes. Is it Maximus?
It's gonna be Maximus. Yeah, it's gonna be Max.
Reset to track. He must have come off at turn 12, and that's reset him to track. Not having a great race. Maximus is Vilsec picks up a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. Liv is now, it's his AI, I believe. That's why he's driving so slowly. And Shorty is coming up to the back of Liv now as Bounty dives down the inside into turn 4 and retakes that position on Shorty. But now Liv has pushed his Bounty wide. Let's hope Liv's AI doesn't affect Shorty here. Shorty's playing it safe. Good job there, Shorty. Shorty has it all to lose right now, and he needs to just keep his clean. We've got Tim rooting for Stinson. We've got a lot of people rooting for Santi as well. Santi's still out ahead.
What is going on out there today? We're not even on the last race.
And Atomic, let's not forget, he had a 7-race break. He is now back up to 6th place. Great restart for Atomic there with his new wheel. Let's hope he can keep it up and hopefully get a top 5 as well.
And Super Danny in P4. And then we've got the D2 driver that's just coming to D1, Steven, YBN Steven in P2, and Santu. What a freaking race! Santu's in P1.
It's an absolute spectacle. We couldn't have asked for anything more. This is fantastic.
I mean, I hate how the race started and how everything went on. As Shorty goes by Super Bounty going into turn 1 here, and they're gonna touch. Super Bounty's gonna get a little squirrely as they come into 3.
And look
He's
at that.
gonna keep it on the track, but I mean, I hate how the race started and how everything went down. But the amazement and the excitement has not stopped. The guys are putting on a show. 2 races to go in the season.
But look at that recovery from Izat. He was down in 11th, I think he was, and he's already back up to 6th place. He only needs 1 more position and a fastest lap, and he has taken the driver championship. Shorty really needs to distance himself. That's all he can do. The only way he can stop Izat is if Izat finishes behind. So all Shorty needs is to finish as high up as he possibly can and hope Izat makes a mistake. But we know Izat is one of these veteran drivers here at OFR. He's already got 1 driver championship under his belt. He wants another. And he's now about to make a move on Super Bounty as they're going around the really long left-hander at turn 11. He's not going to take him yet, but he's going to have a huge DRS train and a big slipstream train as well to pull him down this main straight. Let's see if he can do it as they go through 13. They go through 14. 1 more corner left. He's got DRS open right now. He's already gained about 4-mile-an-hour speed advantage. He's already up to 7, 8, 9. He's so much faster, and he's taking him down the inside as they go into turn 1. He's now only got Shorty ahead of him in 4th place, and that's all he needs to do. He just needs to take Shorty, secure that 4th place, and the driver championship is his.
That's the veteran out of Izat, Robot. That's the veteran driver that comes out of him. If he catches you, he's going to find a way by. That's all he's got to do. If he can catch you, he's going to fight, and he's going to make you make a mistake. You have to be able to drive and not make any mistakes with Izat behind, because if you do, he's there to pounce, and that's all he needs.
You're right. So, let's keep an eye on that gap. It's currently 1.1 seconds. Whilst, we've got Atomic actually jumping on the back of Super Bounty right now as well. And we've got Vilsec 5/10 behind Tommy. I also want to point out, Santu has got a 2.7 second lead over YBN Steven right now. Santu is doing everything he needs to do to secure his first race win. Let's hope he can keep it up. Now, Tommy, I think, is going to be closest on track. He's just 5/10 behind Atomic right now. Let's see if this DRS and the huge toe can help him with the overtake here. So I'm going to demonstrate the speed advantage to you right now. So Tommy is currently on 206, Atomic ahead. Oh, he also had DRS, so he was on 204, so it wasn't too much of an advantage there. But he's really close behind now. Let's see if he can get him here. Atomic's gone really deep into turn 3. He's cut the corner slightly. He didn't pick up a penalty because he did lift, but that's going to help Tommy out a little bit, but not too much because Atomic also has DRS. When you've got 2 cars with DRS, the one behind won't really get that much of an advantage because he's getting all of that dirty air from the car in front. Sorry, I had a
He's closed the gap, bro. Izat has definitely closed the gap. It's went from 1.1 to 0.8, so he is in DRS range. He gets a little bit of a gain going into the S's here. I don't think Shorty's going to be able to hold him off, Robot.
I don't think he is either. He's just taken out another 2 tenths. It's down to 6 tenths of a second right now. He's going to get DRS. Shorty will not have DRS. Izat's going to have a huge speed advantage here. Let's see if we can demonstrate it now. So, Shorty's got a better exit though. He's currently 7 tenths behind, but Izat's going to close that up. Let's look at Izat's speed right now. He's opened the DRS at 190. Shorty's speed is 196. Izat's already above 200. He's going to top out at about 208, whilst Shorty's is only 198. That's how much faster you can get, around 10-mile-an-hour difference.
And it's going to bring him in on the backstretch. So all that's done is brought him closer, and it gets him closer for the backstretch DRS. Now let's see what he does here. He's at 108, and Shorty's at 195. He's matching him. He's already at 200. They come into turn 4. I don't know. Maybe Shorty has got him.
Now, Tommy, Atomic, and Bounty are engaged in a big three-way battle here. It looks like they're going to go too wide into turn 6, unless one of them can dip out. They've all dipped out. Oh no, a bit of contact there! Oh no, Tommy spun Super Bounty! Super Bounty is gone off the track, and Tommy has come out far worse. A lot worse, in fact. He's about 2 seconds behind. It's going to be about 5 seconds behind Super Bounty now. I think Tommy just got a little bit impatient there and tried to look down the inside into turn 6, and that has affected his race a fair bit. He is on 11 lap old hard, and he's spinning again. His tyres are overheated. He needs to cool them down, and that has moved Scotty up to 9th place, and Tommy has dropped all the way down to 10th right now.
Vilsec the winner out of that whole thing, Robot, jumping up to P7 right behind Atomic. But the guys have got to calm down. I mean, I preach this every weekend. The guys have got to calm down. I don't know what it is about Brazil that the guys want to go for it. I mean, the Izat definitely has his reasons. He's sitting in P5. All he needs is the fastest lap and for Shorty to make a mistake, and there's another caution.
And now Izat's about to take him. He's got DRS. He's opened it up and he's looking to go around the outside. Is there going to be contact between these two? No, they've kept it clean so far. And Shorty is still ahead. Izat's still looking around the outside as they get through turn 5. He's going to get the inside into turn 6. Who's going to outbrake who? It's going to be Izat, last of the late breakers. But he picks up a penalty. He's picked up a 3-second penalty in that overtake maneuver he just did because he was slightly squeezed off track. But he has moved up to 4th place right now. If he can keep this 4th place or even challenge for the top 3, the driver championship is his. We're not even halfway yet. We've seen 2 drivers out. We've seen 1 DSQ, 1 DNF. We've seen 5 major incidents and 1 safety car. What a race so far.
Santu just gaining and gaining and just putting more time between him and Steven. The gap is now 3.4. Robot is. I'm going to jump to him. He just looks amazing out there today. No issues, no problem. Hopefully I don't curse him here, but what an amazing race from the Williams driver. Steven, the new D2, coming into D1, not doing so bad, but Stinson is catching up, Robot. Stinson is now 0.8 behind as they go down into the back stretch. Coming into turn 4, I think Stinson's going to catch him on the front.
Let's have a look. So he's 0.8 behind. Oh, we've actually got Shorty closing back up to the back of Izat, look. The gap was a second and it's now only 4 tenths. Sorry, got a bit of a hiccup there. It looks like Shorty definitely has the pace to disrupt Izat. Let's not forget, if Izat simply gets crashed out by Shorty, the championship battle will go to Abu Dhabi. That's also a possibility for Shorty if he's feeling a bit devilish, but let's hope not.
That's not how it's been in the past seasons, though, Robot. We've usually got a championship winner decided by the end of the season. I mean, at least 3 races to the end, but we're on second to last race, and we don't know if Izat's going to be able to do it or not. He could definitely have a mistake and spin around, but I mean, Stinson makes the pass on Santu. Santu's in the pits.
Yeah, 17
laps on the softs.
Yeah, that's amazing. How did he manage to? That's almost half of the race. His mediums are going to be so fresh.
From being out there by himself, Robot. He's out there by himself. He has no worries. He doesn't have to put any extra wear on the tires, and I'm sure that's helped him carry the softs to an extra 2 laps. Oh, and somebody's around. Atomic is around into 2.
Oh no! Ferrari! Hit Atomic! Oh, that's another Ferrari upset! How many times is this going to happen? Vilsec's retired! Why is he retired from the session? Vilsec! Come on!
How is this come about?
This is heartbreaking. This is absolutely heartbreaking. We've got
now the car did pull off. We have a safety car. The car did pull off from the track, so it is going to be picked up and taken off, but I don't know. Did Atomic come back on the track? Did he come back unsafely? And and just get back on the line.
I'm not sure. I didn't catch it, unfortunately, but we have got a safety car now. This safety car could bring this entire race. It could potentially reset the whole race.
I would love to be on the team radio for Ferrari right now, Robot. Things cannot be being said very politely right now, because if that was the case and Atomic did come onto the line, I believe they're all in the same party. This cannot be good.
Now, let's not forget, Atomic was originally in Spinorama. Spinorama is one of the GTS teams that includes Lika as team captain, Vilsec as a driver, yourself, Havoc as a driver, and Atomic. Now, there was some upset on track between the team captain Lika and Atomic left. And rumour has it he's going to be joining a new competitive team next season in GTS. Now, we have never before seen a drama on track in one game carry over to another game. And if that's what has happened, if that's what's happened here, then you're right. I do not want to be in that party with the Ferrari.
I don't want to be any part of that right now, Robot. Now, I am part of that team, but as far as what's just happened, and if what I think happened, if Atomic did come back onto the line, then I don't want to be anywhere near that conversation right now, because the tempers are probably flaring. If the guys were face to face, I would definitely think that we'd see some hands being thrown, because Vilsec was actually doing fairly well, running top 10, and it's knocked him out of the race. I mean, it could not have went any worse for Ferrari today. I mean, it's just a reflection of how the season has gone, and it being out on lap 1, turn 1, and then Vilsec here right at the halfway point of the race.
Shorty's in.
Not what you want to see.
Shorty has come in at the wrong time there. Shorty's going to come out in last place. Oh, yeah. maybe not last, actually. Oh, no, he should be okay. If he can pit quickly, he might get out ahead of Super Bounty. Let's see if he can do it. He's just stopped in his pit box now. He's pulled in. No, he's not going to get Bounty. He's not going to get Bounty. I think
But it might not have been that bad, Robot. I mean, I think what he's done is he's gained a lap on the tires on EZAT.
He has, but he's going to come out. EZAT's on. Oh, EZAT has to pit again. Oh no, he could potentially go 17 laps, but Shorty's tyres are going to be in a far better position. You're right. Shorty could jump EZAT here. He could. I
think Shorty jumped him. I think that's what the plan was. He saw the gap between the second pack, and he said, "Well, let's try this out." There's nothing to lose. He's got nothing to lose. This is EZAT's championship to win. If it all falls in his direction, all Shorty can do is play mind games and try to get in the mix and try to see if he can mess with EZAT's head.
You're right. Well, I just want to point out as well, we have reached a chat record. We've never had so many viewers or comments in one race, and we've not even, well, we've just passed halfway. Brazil never ceases to amaze an F1 crowd. There is always, it doesn't even matter if it's completely dry, whether it's completely wet, something is always going to happen, because the track is so fun. So many of these corners are banked corners. They're on camber. You can do. It just feels so good to work your way through the S's, these tight curves, these fast corners, and it just makes you feel like you are an actual racer, like you are racing. And when people have that adrenaline, that mentality, they just want to take chances. They want to do everything they possibly. Perfect dive bomb, that perfect overtake, that perfect photo finish. And it just makes people take a few more risks. And whilst
it's not like the other tracks, is it, Robot? It's not where you have to. It's so hard to make an overtake at other tracks like Mexico or Hungary or Austria. Here, it's the difference between a gear change, a late braking, a different exit out of a corner can give you that little bit of an edge, that little bit of a nose in front of the rear tire of the next car, and give you that little bit of an entry, and it gives you that hope and that possibility that says, hey, I can make it past this car. All I have to do is these two little things, and I'm away, and I'm in the battle.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Now, another
again, yeah, he's come out.
He's done it well. Now, another great characteristic of this track as well is that you can actually stay within half a second of someone the entire lap. That's why there's so many battles going on. There's no part of this track where you will lose it and drop down more than a second, that means you won't get the DRS. If you're similar paced, you can stay behind. It will hurt your tyres a little bit, but the track is designed in such a way that it's not too downforce dependent, even though you can see how tight some of these corners are. It's fantastic. It really is. Now, we're going to know in 2 corners time whether or not the safety car's coming in. Let's hope Pingu can get the restart he needs. Now, there's not a lot of distance between the third sector line and the safety car coming in, so he will have to back the pack up, and that means his tyres will be a bit worse for wear. Let's not forget that too. And I am just going to quickly...
and as they restart, go ahead, Robot.
I'm just going to check what temperature Santi's tyres are, because I can check that right now. They are going to restart. Here we go. Santu is on 72 degrees. They're completely blue. They're ice cold. His rears are below 70. This is not looking
good. And he's on higher ERS. He's on the higher ERS, Robot. He's going to have to be careful in the restart here.
Now, sorry, let me just say, what he needs to do is not restart until he gets past the line. We saw that in real F1. Hamilton restarted too early and he got jumped because of the slipstream. Pingu's restarted already. He needed to do a Verstappen and slow it down, but he's not. Let's hope he's covered YBN off. He has. Oh no, YBN's getting challenged by Stinson. Stinson has moved up into second place, but YBN on contact. YBN spun and he's laying on the rear tyres. He needs to keep it clean.
Oh no,
stay calm,
he's going to lose
stay
it
calm.
all.
He's gone all the way down to last place right now. And Santi is still in first, but he's now got Stinson, who's going to be challenging him a lot. We know Stinson has the pace to take this race win, but Stinson is also on those 3-lap old medium tyres. Stinson's got to take those 18 laps. That means Santu could fight back a little bit later on if Santu does get overtaken now. But what a restart. Didn't expect that to happen.
And they've broken up, Robot. He's at the road. He's at Spudman. He's
Bounty as well. Oh, he picks up. They're on top of each other. They're on top of each other. Oh no. Oh no, Bounty's just rejoined unsafely and he's taken out YBN. Bounty came onto the track as YBN was coming around the corner, and he's picked up a penalty for doing that. Bounty needs to be a little bit more careful there. That was not safe. And is there another safety car? No. Oh, safety car! There's another one. Are they going to come into the pits? Right, Santu, is he going to come into the pits, or is he going to stay out? Let's have a look. He's swerving. Is he coming in? Is he coming in? Is he going to fake it? He's staying out. Santu's staying out. Stinson is coming to the pits. Stinson's in. Why? Stinson's going so slowly at the moment. He didn't race into that pit box at all. I think Santu is just... And look at Shorty. Shorty's in second place. I think Santu has just secured his race win. Ah, Stinson had a wing change. He needed a new wing.
What is going on?
Safety car. Third
I
safety
can't
car.
handle it. I can't. We're in D1.
We're in...
I don't know what's going on with the guy. Gurman is back in P3. Gurman was up there earlier in the race, and he dropped all the way down. Now he's back up.
And the Mercedes have double stacked. YBN has been stationary for about 20 seconds. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. There is a safety car though, so he will be able to punch back, but still. What?
And it is
I cannot believe this is happening.
And Ezat's back in P8. Now, it was a 15-driver starting grid at the beginning of the race. We're down to 12. Ezat's in P8. He's done this twice today, where he has dropped back and he's had to make his way back up.
Oh no! Sorry.
Do it.
YBN's just gone straight into the wall in the pit lane, and he's been disqualified. He's blocking the pit lane. Oh no!
He just changed the wall.
Oh no! He just changed it.
He just changed
and he's gone
it.
straight into the wall. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. That's very unprofessional. This is such bad luck. We have four drivers out of this race. I cannot believe what just happened.
To 11, and Maximus is now. These two have touched. They went around 14 here, and a little bit of a bump from Liv onto Maximus. I don't know if that was a hey, this is for last time.
Yeah, sorry, my professional mind has come back. Super unfortunate for YBN there. It's just he had to wait so long to get that wing change, and as soon as he puts it on, he's disqualified.
Yeah, just
that is
worst
unfortunate.
luck in the world.
That is like the Ferrari look times 20.
It is, and Santu's got to do it again. Santu has to restart again. He got an amazing start, and now he has to do it again. And Stinson is down in P7.
Super unfortunate. Now, let's hope this time Santu, so his restart last time was okay, but the problem is the guy behind him will have such a huge toe, and it's not like you're pulling out of a corner and going straight away. Santu needs to do a different type of restart now. That's what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, Shorty's going to jump him. He's going to know exactly what he's doing. Santu needs to either go early or go very, very late.
I think he's learned his lesson, Robot. I think this time he's going to make it a very late restart, and he's just going to try to take off.
We've reached 400 comments in this stream. That is how much drama there has been. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right, is it coming in?
So, yeah, they're coming up to the
out.
line, Robot. We're about to find out in just a second.
It's in.
It is.
Right, let's hope Santu can pull away. Now, if you can just keep an eye on last place.
He's got a 10-second time penalty for exceeding the track limits on the safety car coming in.
What is going on? Right, let's see Santi's restart. He's not going up to speed now. He's just chilling in fourth. He's not doing any braking. Let's see.
You can bet he's looking at the mirror right now.
No, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Right, he's pulled away. Pretty decent restart. Gernman is all on over the back of Shorty right now. This could be another incident. Oh, Gernman dived down the inside on Shorty. They've kept it clean this time. Santu's got a little bit wide, but Santu is still in first. He's pulled away slightly now. Maximus picked up a penalty. Gernman takes second. Shorty in third. Scotty in fourth. And Izat down in 8th place. They definitely all have the tyres to get to the end of the race now. Let's hope Santu's 7-lap old mediums will not run out towards the end. But
I think Izat just picked up another one, Robot.
Oh no, I must have missed that if he did. Now that is not what Izat needs right now. Shorty's in third. He needs to try and bring those positions up. He needs to get P2 or hold on to P3 in order to keep the championship battle
Here
alive.
comes Stinson, Robot. Here they come around the S's. Stinson's on the outside. He's right around Izat. Izat's got to fight with him. He doesn't have anything else to do because Stinson's got the same pace. Stinson's going to hold him up here because Izat's going to have to go into defense mode.
He is, and look, he's got Tommy in front of him. That's Izat's teammate.
He's sandwiched.
He's sandwiched in a pink racing point right now. Now, we know Stinson is the last of the late breakers, if there ever was one. He has mastered the brake on his controller, and watch him now. He's got about a 5-mile-an-hour speed advantage. Tommy's chosen the inside. Can Stinson outbrake him? There he goes again, braking as late as possible. He goes deep though, but he still manages to get it turned in. There's contact between these two, and Tommy's come out ahead for now, but Stinson's going to have a huge slipstream as YBN leaves.
Here comes Izat. Izat's on the inside coming down the backstretch. He tucks in. They tuck in, and here they come down the line. Izat's not going to follow his teammate Tommy. Stinson's on the outside. They go around 4. He breaks and he does the switchback, and he's now on the inside.
And he's got him. He's got him. Stinson's moved up to 5th place, and he's covered off turn 6 as well.
What a move.
He's in 7th. He has overtaken Atomic, but he needs 2 more positions, the fastest lap, in order to win the championship. Let's not forget Santu in the meantime is only 0.7 seconds ahead of Gernman. Is DRS activated yet? I don't think so.
It is not. It is not. It should come on this lap.
In that case, Santu could be under pressure next lap.
He could, but I think he's still gaining a little bit of a time coming out of the corner. Gurman's not having as far of a better exit than Santu is. Santu's getting a better exit. He is gaining time on him coming down the front stretch, though, so it could be a difference in the setup. Stinson picks up the fastest lap at a 111.1. We'll have to keep track on Izat to see if he can match anywhere close to that.
Ooh, bit of contact between Max and Super Bounty there as Max takes the inside line into turn 2. That Super Bounty spun again. Super Bounty has gone off the track at turn 1.
Oh no.
He's coming back on now. It was turn 2, sorry. He's coming back on at turn 3 now, and he is still racing. His wing looks completely fine. No damage whatsoever. His tyres will be a little warm, but he can still compete.
Stinson's gotten past Scotty here, Robot. Stinson's making time up, and he's gaining on Shorty as well.
Look at Scotty though!
Scotty's coming back!
Fighting back! He's going to get the inside as they go into turn 8 here. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. Good job there, Scotty. Fighting Stinson back.
Scotty. Stinson's got to be careful. Oh no, easy Stinson. Stinson's got to be careful here. Izat's behind, and Izat's waiting to pounce on one of them.
Stinson's looking around the outside as they're going through turn 11 here. He could get him here, but Scotty's going to have the inside as they go up to turn 12. Stinson's slightly outbroken him, I believe. No, he hasn't. Ooh,
he's pushing him, Robot. He's making him take a line he doesn't want to take.
He's going to be within those marbles right now as well. He needs to be careful. He doesn't lose grip. From
and here comes Izat. Izat could get a double overtake coming down into turn 1 here, Robot. He's trying to pick a line. He might take the middle. He's going to go to the outside with Stinson and take Stinson's line. Scotty holding on and he goes sideways.
Izat goes round the outside. Izat's done him. Scotty got
Izat's got
there.
the easy pass there,
now,
and he's in P5. He just needs the hot lap.
Now, who has the fastest lap? Who has it? Is it still Stinson?
Stinson's got it. Stinson's got the fastest lap right now with a 111.1.
So, Izat doesn't currently have enough to win the championship. Not yet.
But it does give him that gap. Yeah, Robot. That gap. Oh no, Santu's got 3!
Santu, no! You are the people's champ right now. Don't let the people down. Keep it
He is gaining time. I mean, he is putting more time on Gurman, so Gurman is falling back, and we've got 9 laps to go. I think Santu can gap him and put 3 seconds on him.
He could, you're right. He definitely could.
I think Santu can do it. He's already at close to 2 seconds. He's going to go to 2 down the front stretch.
Yeah, but Shorty's now going to get DRS behind Gurman. He's gaining on him already. You can see that gap between them is reduced from about 3 car lengths to just 2. Gurman's chosen the inside line now. They're both going to brake roughly at the same time, just as they hit that 50-meter board, and it's still going to be Gurman ahead for now. But Shorty's got a far better run out of turn 3. Here we go. This is Shorty's move now. He's going to do it. He's got DRS. He's got his DRS set to overtake. Shorty's moved to the left-hand side, and he's got the overtake done. Nice and clean from Shorty there, and now Stinson's gaining on them as well. Stinson's going to want to pounce on Gurman as quick as he possibly can. What a race.
I think Santu's safe here, Robot, because I'm looking at Race Director right now. Gurman's got a 5-second time penalty, maybe more, and then Shorty does not have any penalties, so Santu now has to worry about Shorty.
Right, so Santu needs another 7/10 in the next 8 laps to secure his first win in Division 1.
I think he's got it, Robot. I'm rooting for him. You're rooting for him. I think everybody's rooting for him. Let's go, Santu. And Stinson's going to get in the mix. Stinson's going to get into this battle for P2 and P3. Izat's right behind. They're all there. Here they come. They're going to make it a show for the end of the Brazil race.
So here comes Stinson down the inside on Gurman. Gurman's moved to the right. I think he's going to allow Stinson to go here. Stinson. Oh, Stinson's looking to make a move on Shorty too. Shorty's got deep. Stinson's almost spun. Gurman's gone a little bit wide as well. But Stinson made a mistake there. He tried to get 2 guys for the price of 1. And unfortunately, he only got 1 of them in the end. But now you can see how close Izat is to the back of Gurman. And Gurman is to the back of Stinson. Stinson needs to be careful here. He could be under pressure from Izat in just 1 lap's time.
How did he save that car, Robot? For sure, I thought he was going around or break a wing.
Everyone's still got all of their wing as well. No carbon fiber flying around. That is some masterclass.
Look at the gap, Robot. Look at the gap. It was 2.9. Now it's at 2.6, but it was at 2.9. Now at 3.1. Santu's cleared it. I think he's gone. He's only got 7 more laps to go. And now Shorty's going to have to go into defensive mode for Stinson. Stinson's going to have to try and make the move done sooner rather than later. I'm not sure what Stinson's got as far as penalties, but if he doesn't have any, he's got to pass Shorty right now, Robot. He has to get it done as soon as possible. If he doesn't, then Santu's going to run away.
Izat's a little bit further behind Gurman as well. Stinson's now looking down the outside as they go into turn 1. He's going to brake a little bit later again. He's going to get the inside into turn 2, and he's done him. Stinson up to 2nd place. Now, can Santu... Can you quickly check if Stinson has any penalties?
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
Can Santu fend off Stinson?
No penalties.
Oh, no. Santu needs 3 seconds. Shorty's moved back up, though. Shorty's going to have the inside. He's going to get the inside into turn 6. They need to be careful here. Oh, and Shorty's got him! Shorty's got him! He's got a little bit of mud on his visor because he went slightly off the road.
And Gurman's going to get alongside!
Oh, Gurman's got him as well! What's going on?
Here comes Gurman! Izat wants to join in on the battle. Izat says, I want some of that.
Oh my goodness, the wheels touching between the Toro Rosso and the Red Bull right now. It's currently... Stinson's got the inside line. He's got Gurman back. They need to be careful here, and there's going to be a huge overtake. Look how close everyone is now. This DRS is about to play a big part now. It looks like Gurman got a far better exit out of turn 12 there. He's going to get DRS. He's switched his ERS to overtake. He's dropped it down to high because he is running out. He's switched it back up to overtake now. Stinson is... I think Gurman could outbrake him here if he's feeling daring. Let's see if he's going to do it. No, he's not. He's going to lift slightly. and brake a little bit earlier. Shorty's still in second, Stinson is still in third. Big battle
and
going
Santu with a 3.8 second lead, Robot. Go, Santu, go. Take off, buddy, because they are fighting behind you. And here they come going down into turn 4. I don't think Stinson's got enough for Shorty this time, and I don't think he's going to have enough for him for the rest of the race. Gurman gets a little bit sideways. Izat cannot make a move. Izat's been stuck in P5 this whole time.
Izat needs that fastest lap if he's going to stay in P5 as Max picks up the penalty. Let's currently see who has the fastest lap. It's still Stinson with 1:10.553. Izat needs to speed up or drop back a little bit and set a fastest lap. Izat can win, remember, in P5 with the fastest lap. He needs to make a choice soon whether he's going to drop back a little bit, allow these guys to break away, and just set that fastest lap.
Look who's behind him, Robot. Look
Scotty.
who's just gotten behind him. It's Scotty. And I know they're on team. Yeah, they're on team comms, and that's Shorty's teammate. You better believe Scotty is about to get into this.
They're quite separated, bearing in mind they should all have DRS and stuff. I'm quite surprised at that. Shorty's battling Stinson, though. Shorty's going to get the inside as they go through turn 3. No one picks up a penalty. A little bit of contact there between the front left wing. And a little bit of contact again. 2 tyres touching as currently Shorty is out in front. Stinson moving to the right side of the track. He goes off the track as well. And he has not broke him, but Shorty's got the inside line.
And he goes
Stinson's gone deep.
Stinson goes super wide.
Super deep there. And look at that, Shorty is pulled away slightly as we see a big battle going on between Scotty and Izat as well. Izat has moved up to 4th place. If he can stay there, he has secured his driver championship. Now let's quickly jump back to the interval just to see how far Santu is ahead. He's 4.3 seconds ahead with only 4.5 laps to go. This could
and they're just going to keep
win.
battling. I don't think anybody's got anything for Santi. Stinson and Shorty are just going to keep going at it. If Stinson does get past Shorty, Shorty's going to try to get it right back. He's not going to let Stinson go. Izat and Gurman are in the same position. Gurman's not going to let Izat go. And then Scotty, Shorty's teammate, something's happened.
Oh, something has happened. Who's going slowly?
I think it's Liv.
AI.
It is. It's Liv's AI.
Right.
The guys had to check up right there coming out of turn 15, but they did get through fairly safe.
Comments are still rising. Thanks, guys. Make sure you like this stream as well. Santu, just 3 3/4 of a lap to go until he will get his first Division 1 win. Let's hope he doesn't pick up any more penalties. You can do this. Stinson's just overtaken Shorty again, but Shorty's once again going to have the inside line. Oh, no, he's not. Stinson's got him. Stinson has now moved up to P2. It's a little bit too late to disrupt, but let's not forget, Stinson only needs to gain 1.3 seconds to claim that first place from Santi.
But his tires are at 11 laps, Robot.
That's true.
He's only got 3 more laps. I mean, technically they're supposed to last the rest of the race, and he does have a good strategy going on, but they're getting to the end of their lifespan. Santu has got 16-lap-old mediums. He could go another 10 laps.
He could. Santu's 4 seconds ahead. Stinson's already taken out a 10th from him. I really, really hope Santu wins this race. Stinson will be the greatest. He will be forever known as the great disturber. You've heard it here first, guys. If he takes this win away from Santu. Now, Izat currently is doing everything he needs to take home his 2nd driver championship here at OFR. He needs to just stay
now,
in
what if
4th
he gets
place.
ahead of Shorty, Robot? Does that change anything, or does he still need the fastest lap?
No. If he's in 4th, all he needs is a 4th place. That's it. It doesn't matter where Shorty finishes. If Izat finishes 4th, he's won.
Okay.
So all Shorty could do this race is just hope Izat didn't finish above P5. That's all.
Now,
Shorty
wait
could
a
do.
minute, Robot. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Izat's got 10 seconds of penalties.
Well,
Gurman has got 5.
Okay. This race
This is going to come down to the end, just like Mexico.
This race is still
I don't
alive.
know where. Yeah, I don't know where Izat's going to finish because he's got 10 seconds in penalties. I'm sure he's going to come to the stewards for an appeal on the penalty where he got off the track under the safety car. On the in lap for the safety car, he got that penalty. So I'm sure he's going to try to appeal. We didn't see the footage. I don't know how it happened or if it's even going to be appealed or reversed. But he's got 10 seconds that he needs to deal with. And that's the whole field, Robot. That's dang near last place right now.
It is. Now, the gap is now down to 3.7 seconds. That was 3/10 in just 1 lap. Pingu that's another 0.2. It's down to 3.5. Stinson, the great disruptor, is going to take this win away from Santi if he continues at this pace. There's only 2 laps to go. Santi has got a 3-second penalty. He needs to stay 3 seconds ahead of Stinson. This is Santi's race to win. It's Stinson's race to disturb. It's going to be Izat's championship, and it's Shorty's championship to lose. There is so much going on. I'm really amazed that this isn't the last race of the season, because that is what it feels like. We still have one more race left, guys, at Abu Dhabi next week. But right now, oh, it's come down another 1/10. This is going to be heartbreaking. Oh no, maybe someone can get on comms with Stinson and tell him to ease up a little bit. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But Izat is now just
Here comes Santu, Robot. Here he comes across the start-finish line, starting the last lap. He's got to keep the gap where it's at if he wants his first P1 finish in F1 in OFR. I believe, Robot. Do you believe?
I believe. I definitely believe.
I believe.
Pingu's only had 1 podium. He's had no race wins. His best race finish this season was P3. Even if he doesn't finish P1, he could get P2, but still, this could be an historic moment that one of our beloved hype men, Pingu, is going to take the lead. It's currently 3.1 seconds. He has only 1/10 of a second to play with. He's just in the middle sector right now.
And it's down to 3.
Oh no.
It's down to 3, Robot. He's got to gain time. This is the last sector he's got to gain any time in.
It's down. Come on, Pingu, push! I believe in you. You've got ERS to play with. Turn it up. It's 2.9. He's 9/100ths of a second down right now.
Don't
Come
let
on,
up
Pingu.
now, buddy.
Push. It's 2.7.
He's
Stinson's
out.
taking it.
This is the last turn.
It's 2.6. Come on, Santu, push as hard as you can. You can do this. Let's see if he's going to do it. Now, Santu is going to provisionally win this race. He's led almost every single lap of this race. He's done a hell of a race. He's got a 3-second penalty, unfortunately, but he's going to finish in first. Now, well done, Santu. Let's see if Stinson takes it from him. He does. He jumps him. That's P2 for Santu, though. That's P3 for Shorty, and he's then jumps down to 6th place. The championship battle is still alive. It is still alive.
Even further. He's down in P8.
He's in P8. Guys, this is carrying on to next week. Oh my goodness, what a race! Izat with so many penalties from P4 all the way down to P8 there. What
a championship!
I'm lost for words. Santu, my heart. I'm not even sad. You got P2, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Well done.
It was the last lap, Robot. The last lap. He had it the whole time. It wasn't even the whole lap. It was the last sector. I don't think he made a mistake. I think Stinson actually did the fastest lap on the last lap. He did a 1:10. So I don't know if Stinson knew or if he was just trying to go for the fastest lap point or
Stinson
what
wanted
happened.
To win. Look, Stinson's a racer. He will forever be known as the Great Disturber. He has just disrupted. He has disrupted one of the most iconic wins of OFR. But let's not take that away from Stinson. What a race from Stinson. He pitted 3 times and he still won the race. Santu had a 3-second penalty, finished in P2, Shorty in P3. Izat dropped all the way down to P8 with penalties. That means the championship battle will continue until the final race next week in Abu Dhabi. Guys, what a race. It does not get any better than this. This is OFR. Join us, race with us. We will never disappoint. Anything else to say, or should we end this now on this high?
I don't know, Robot. I don't know what else to say. I'm sure Santi's looking at the time card right now and going, oh my god.
Absolutely.
Because the way I see it right now, the gap was 0.346. That's all he needed to win that race. 0.3. Oh my gosh. But Abu Dhabi next week, definitely going to be just as exciting. We're going to see the guys go at it again. I'm sure they're going to put on a race for Abu Dhabi. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Thanks, guys.